Alright, welcome back to my channel. As you can see, this is part 3, what if Deku was the Dragon King. So, when we last left off, UA basically explained to Nezu and the rest of the teachers about her power and Deku's power, and they passed. And so, let's get into it. So, the 2 weeks pass, and they come back to school for the sports festival, which Tazawa announces to them they got a week to train for it. So that week fly by fast. Now it's the day of the sports festival. Class 1B still try to, scare 1A, but it don't work. Bako still says what he says in canon. No, he says move extras. And Izuki, she basically just pushed him out the way with her telekinesis. And she is, mad that UA knows her brother and the fact that, they had a fight. She tried to fight Deku, but she couldn't even affect him. But that girl, she could at least put up somewhat of a fight, which was making her mad. So we get to the sports festival. UA has to give a speech. She said, she gives a heart-wrenching speech. Not heart-wrenching, something that makes everyone feel better. As she says, I thank everyone for coming here to see y'all strengths, how we use our powers, and, I wish everyone good luck, and hope you all can do the best of your performance. As everyone, cheers at, her out-looking, character. Then the sports festival begins. As midnight announces the first obstacle. The first, event. So the obstacle course. So they start the obstacle course, and UA, she's immensely fast, so she get first place. With everyone else getting the same place they did in canon. Now, I have to do something about this. This thing basically making my voice weird. So, UA gets first place. She gets the 10 million points. And her team is Tokiyami, Uraraka, Mei Hatsume. And the rider is actually, a UA. UA is the rider. Pro fighter. Bring the heat, and she gonna bring the fire. So, everyone does try to go for UA to get the points, but it does not work in their favor. Dark Shadow is stopping some of them, and UA's fire. So they keep their points, their 10 million, and then move on to the next, obstacle, or the next event, which is the 1v1. Ojiro, he warns UA about, Shinso quirk, and, she thinks about it, and then she, gets it down. Because back in her old world, they did have mages capable, of basically mind control. I'm finna go comment on that video after this one. So, basically she know what mind control is, so she don't speak to him, but she just throw him out the ring. Actually, no. Let's say she speaks to him and he try to put her under mind control, but it don't work. And she says, I know it doesn't work. Mind control doesn't really work on me. As Shinso was basically shocked from that. And then, UA basically kicks him out the ring. Brother Mike asks what was his quirk. As Azawa says, he has a mind control quirk. As you know, President Mike says, "Oh, that's quite useful, in fact, for capturing villains." As heroes, also thinking the same thing. And Shinso is seen as like the hero of this general study class. So everyone fight like they do in canon. Now it's Todoroki versus Yue. Yue doesn't meet Endeavor because she left before Endeavor met her. And Todoroki, they start fighting. Yue's melting Todoroki ice. Todoroki is getting a little bit mad, a little bit irritated because someone has fire and his history fire. Yue says you probably should use your full strength. Your fire is actually helping your ice, and your ice is actually helping your fire, but you don't see that. That's probably why you were not as strong as you could be. And Todoroki get mad at this, thinking that she is calling him weak. She says, "No, I'm not calling you weak. I'm just telling you, you could be much stronger if you use your fire and your ice." Todoroki says, "I will never use his power." As Yue basically explains, it's your power. It's not whoever he is power. If you can't see that, then you're blind. And if you can't use your full power, don't become a hero. Because people don't want anyone to save them that's not giving it their all. That'll be a disgrace. And Todoroki, uses his fire for the first time in a long time. He bursts into fire. And after a while, he shoots some fire off at Yue, but his fire don't affect her. Then he uses his final move, Zero Caliber, which explodes like it do in Candy. Knocking Shoto out of the ring this time. So, my throat getting dry. Probably should have got a drink before this. So, everyone else fight go like in Candy. Ida versus Yue. Yue basically just heat Ida up and then kicks him out the ring. Red versus Bakugo. She basically just hit Bakugo with some fire and he explode, blowing him out the ring because of his natural glycerin sweat. That can be very deadly to Bakugo. So, all Mighty Warriors that won their medals, and then, they all go about their day. Now let's switch PLVs. Ida, he gets a phone call telling that his brother has been injured by the hero killer. But they also said that the hero killer has been missing an arm. Why he missing an arm, we say? Because of Deku, of course. How? When the hero killer tried to kill him. Stain tried to kill Deku, but in the end, he lost the arm. Deku told Stain, you're interesting, so I'm going to keep you alive. And then Deku left. Stain's thinking about, no, not Stain. Ida's thinking about going for revenge, but we're going to see. As we flash over to Deku, as Deku just burnt down a base to this military official. He was corrupt, killing innocent people, animals, and destroying forests. just so he can do things that he want, conduct experiments, get more military power. So Deku burnt his whole base to a crisp and killed him. Killed him, all of his soldiers, his staff. But do not worry, none were innocent. They were all in on the plan. They were all corrupt. So, in a way, he was in the right and not the wrong. Oh yeah, I'm having a new What If coming out. It's redo of Betrayed. Because I really want to give Deku a different power of Betrayed and see how this goes. It's going to be so exhilarating. Just thinking about it gets my blood rushing. Because I know so many things and I have so many ideas. But yet, I'm just one person. I can't do all those ideas. So, I want to spread them out to different people. And I want to wish someone else to do my ideas. And see how they put their spin on it. So, the internship that UA goes to is actually Endeavor. She don't really need it, but she's just going just to go. Now, Ida, still thinking about going to manual, but so he do. Now, things go like they do in Candy. Ida gets, messed up by Stain, and then UA comes out of nowhere saving Ida. Ida says, "What are you doing here? Stop meddling in my business. I have to kill him. I have to get revenge for my brother." And she says, "It's my job to, meddle in when people aren't supposed to be meddling. And besides, why would you get revenge for someone that's alive?" As Thames thinks that she's a true hero. As, Deku is basically just watching her. And she knows that Deku is there. Stain, then fights with UA, and Todoroki then comes out of nowhere and puts some ice at Stain. Todoroki then gets Ida and Manuel and brings him out the alleyway. Stain thinks he is also a true hero, comes to the rescue first except fighting. And then, UA fights Stain and then takes him down. Endeavor still gets the credit. Nomu tries, to get UA, but Stain actually breaks free. And, kills the Nomu and gets away. And when I said by, Endeavor got the credit, I mean as the heroes that was already there. They thought Endeavor, captured Stain. But it wasn't. So. Stain gets away. Ida goes to the hospital. The dogs still, tell Ida, UA, and Todoroki that they, get a warning for using their quirks in public, which I don't understand. You know how stupid that would be? Japan, not Japan, UA, MHA, got this rule. You can't use your quirk at all in public. So what am I gonna do? Just sit back and let him kill me? I got the quirk to protect myself, but he just stabbed me in my stomach. And then, I just die. Or let's say I actually use my quirk to stop him from killing me. The cops arrest me, huh? You gonna arrest me, but not the dude that actually tried to kill me. Sorry, sir. You were doing much more of a dangerous, crime. He was trying to kill you. You were using your quirk. So we're gonna be putting you in jail, sir. But what about him? Well, he's going free since, he's going to jail too, but for a lesser time than you. Wait, what? That's how I really feel about that. I feel like it's so dumb. And that's why, heroes so weak. They don't train their quirks because they can't use them in public. They can't do nothing. They rely too much on their quirks. They don't work on their body, their fighting techniques. And they all doing it for the money. Feel me? I'll do it for the money too, but not for just some random cause. Like just doing it for the money just for me. I at least split it. Give it to my homies, my family, other people that need it. Heroes don't do nothing like that. All Might, you know how much money All Might gets? And none of the times I hear All Might say, "Oh, I'm going to give my money to charity." Nigga, none of the heroes do that. Kids, still living like they is, but they ain't trying to do nothing about it. That just made me mad. I don't even know why I went on this tangent. Let's get back to the story. So now we at the final exam mark. So the written portion you would get first. No. Now, the teams for this one is actually Yue and Izuki versus All Might. So Izuki still don't like Yue because she knows Deku, which Deku is watching them still because he's interested to see what kind of power Yue actually stands at. Does she have the same power she did back in the other world? Which is the exact same power level as him, or is she a little bit weaker? Which she is a little bit weaker. She gonna get back to her full strength and try to beat Deku, but it's not gonna work. So All Might, rush them, and he start fighting with them. They using fire to, slowly deteriorate All Might. And Yue also using water and wind. Well, wind, not water. She don't have water. She using fire, wind, and a couple other elements like earth. They didn't, stun All Might for long enough for them to escape. And, the ones that pass and can pass. The one that fell. I want to get to the forest arc, and this one will stop because my throat getting dry. So they get on the bus, and they drive to the forest. They get off to take what seems like a break, but it's not. They all sit by the edge of the forest. Then the Pussycats roll up. Pixie Bob sends them down the mountain. Slide on the mountain. And now they gotta fight through, the animals. Well, things that she created. Manetta isn't here in this one, which I believe. Yeah, Manetta isn't here. So we ain't gotta worry about him. So they get to the camp a little bit faster because you waste power. Which, they just, sitting there. The UA talks to Coda. Coda don't punch her in that special area because he's respectable. But he says, please don't talk to me. But, he comes around and, he talks to her. He basically explains that his parents were killed by a villain. She says, I'm sorry. Coda was crying because of that. And she explains that she had a best friend. And his whole family was killed by people you can call villains. But I thought that he was lying. I thought he was telling me a lie that, the people which I believe were not villains, killed his family. But it turned out to be true. They killed his family, and he wanted revenge for that. And for that reason, I stopped him from getting revenge. And ever since that day, he's hated me. He doesn't talk to me. We used to be best friends when we were younger, but now we aren't. And he won't tell me why. He won't talk to me every time we meet. He looks down upon me for being too soft. And for stopping his revenge. As Kodo cries from this, then, Kodo don't go out no more. So the villains attack. They here to get, Bakugo still. So they come at, they ain't doing that stupid, ooh, I hate that, courage test. Nobody cares about no courage test. Nobody care. They ain't doing it. Muscular rush out of the forest, going straight towards Bakugo. He got a picture. He thinking, well, the boss never said he had to come back unharmed. They just said make sure he's alive. So Muscular think about beating Bakugo to a pulp. But he's stopped by, Izuki making fire in his way. And then all the other villains rush out. They start attacking UA. But it don't go like they planned. Izuki, Bakugo, Todoroki, and UA are basically stopping them. And then, UA uses a little bit more power and blows all of them away with her wind. Dobby tries to, shoot his cremation flames at her, but it don't work. Her flames, stop his. And, she blows him away. And seeing as they can't, beat them, they just escape. Besides Muscular. What happens to Muscular? Well, Deku was there. Like I said, he's been watching, UA this whole time. And he sees Muscular. Muscular, gets up, and Muscular sees, Deku. So Muscular, attacks him. And Deku says, oh, so you're attacking me. You shouldn't have provoked me. As, Muscular just burnt to a crisp. He dead. The other villains saw this and, they escaped. The girl that got captured in Canyon don't get captured. And, Momo still attaches the tracking device to the Nomu. And, the heroes attack the base. They have an easier time. And All Might, he's in the same condition he is in Candy, but a little bit better since he didn't get, beat up by the Nomu, but he actually won that fight. Because, Kirigiri wasn't helping the Nomu. So he defeats all for one with his, final United States of Smash. So, that's done with. And that's why I'm going to be leaving this off. Because my throat is very, very dry. Thank you for watching. And chillax. Smoke something. Get high. Have a nice and pleasant day. Just feel accomplished. That's what I'm trying to say.